Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Wednesday, April 30th. Overnight trade, kind of mixed, but a bit on the defensive. We've got the corn and the wheat market both down around 4 cents. We've got nearby beans down around 5 cents with the new crop down a penny. Meal market's a little bit mixed, up to down 50 cents, and the soybean oil market down around 20 points. So a little bit easier to start off with here at this stage of the game. Not much in the way of overnight news. Probably the leading article is the fact that it's first notice date for the May futures contracts. Overnight we saw deliveries on the light side of expectations for wheat, on the heavy side for soybean oil, but we had no deliveries in the wheat, beans, and soybean meal. We also have today being the last day of the trading month, and so we'll see position evening as a result. For the month, not counting the overnight trade, we have corn and wheat up roughly around 10 cents, the beans up around 85 cents, the meal market up around $30, and the soybean oil market up around 200 points. So far it has been a plus market for the month, led by the oil seeds. But once we flip the calendar, the trade interest will continue to center around weather and planting progress and conditions. Right now, the weather, as far as the forecast goes, looks to be a little bit more conducive in trying to get the corn and bean crops planted, but still kind of fighting our way to try and see some better moisture come into the western sections of the hardwood winter wheat belt. We'll also continue to follow our tightness as far as the soybean supply situation goes here in the U.S. Still no breakthroughs as far as trying to say that we have our old crop soybean carryout numbers solved. And finally, what we'll be looking at as we turn the calendar is we'll be working our way towards the monthly supply and demand table from the USDA. With it, will include the first look at the new crop supply and demand situations for corn, wheat, and soybeans from the USDA at this juncture. Trade surmises that it should be something of a non-bullish affair, if in particular if we have no weather problems this coming growing season for the corn, beans, and for the wheat. Other than that, we'll get an ethanol number coming out later on this afternoon or later on this morning. We also have a crop tour that is ongoing at this stage of the game out in the hardwood winter wheat area, and early indications are, as one would surmise with the ratings that we've been seeing, that the hardwood winter wheat in the western sections of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas are not really faring all that well. So once again, we have a little bit of a defensive start for the markets here today. It's the end of the month. Trade is surmised to be net long the corn, beans, meal, soybean meal, and oil as a result of the commitment of Treasury report. Once again, as we flip the calendars and with the trade being long and with all the mechanics of first notice day, option expiration, end of the month out of the way, if we have conducive growing conditions and non-bullish supply and demand tables, I think that the markets with the trade being long should try and ease their way as far as a trend for the future. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.